it's this universal sort of axiom in financial planning. I'm running a retirement plan, I'm looking at a calculator, and I kind of have that moment of I'm going to set this number, and I'm going to run a financial plan, either a static plan or Monte Carlo plan. Or I could somewhat, randomize it. But let's say I'm running a static plan. I pick 90, I pick 95, I pick 100. You mentioned earlier, going back to the consumer on that, why is it a good idea to get a little input and not just pick 90 and run?
Well, there's also a related concept known as longevity risk aversion, which, risk aversion, it's how fearful or how worried are you about outliving your nest egg? And people have different answers. Someone might be more comfortable because, and there's a lot of other issues that go into this as well, they may have other pensions and things that will help cover the basics even if they do run out of money. But other people may really be dependent on, their lifestyle would be really hurt if they run out of resources. So they would have more longevity risk aversion. They would want to pick a higher planning age, such as 100 or higher. And then because the trade-off there, ultimately, the higher the planning age, the less you have to spend to make sure that the money lasts for a longer period of time.
So it sounds a lot like, it's key to actually have the conversation, not make that assumption, and then find the right sort of mix of products and trade-offs that would work.
Yeah, you work with the client, you look at their health, you look at their family history, and whether they smoke is really important, and then you can get appropriate kind of longevity curves to look at. But then you have to pick what percentile of that are you comfortable with, the 20th percentile, the 10th percentile, how high a planning age, and that's really an interactive discussion to have with that client to make sure that the client's comfortable with the plan being created.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you.